Media, a term we are all familiar with here in ECA. A powerhouse unit in ECA, popularly called out live during service at the slightest occurrence of any issues. So what exactly are we and what do we do? This is what a few persons have to say about us.
ECA Media is they are saddled with the responsibility of projecting the church activities.
I think with the level of improvement in the media, it's a complete total package of the communication aspect of the church. And it's a unit that aids in improving a passive message while during the service or even outside the service through various means.
So the media is supposed to help in the propagation of the gospel of Christ in the church and outside the church to make it easier to get that message and improve lives.
And I think ECA Media is all about projecting the church's image, both internally and externally, especially on social media platforms, and also
capturing the moments we have in oneness and fellowship.
Where the people video how the church goes and make sure the church goes according to plan.
Contrary to what you might have seen or heard, walk with me as I take you on an enlightening journey of what we truly are. In the heart of every church lies a mission to share the gospel, to build community, and glorify God. For ECA, the media has become a virtual instrument in fulfilling this mission. From humbling beginnings to a vibrant present, church media has evolved into a powerful tool for evangelism, connecting hearts to the message of Christ. The story of ECA's media began decades ago, born through the vision of a dedicated few, rooted in the goal to preserve the word and share it with those who couldn't be present. In the early days, media was simple. Handwritten bulletins, memographed newsletters, and sermons recorded on cassette tapes.
Initially, when this church was created or established, the church was hiring camera for its own recording. So continuously, they were getting cameras from individuals to record in the church. So the church leadership deemed it right that it should have its own camera. That will actually reduce the cost of hiring camera every Sunday to record its sermons. So that is how it all started. Basically, the cameras that we were using when we started this church was called Super VHS camera. It's a camera that has a big tape. As you can see, the tape is as big as the camera. So we are using them to record messages for the church. So, and actually, those messages that were being recorded were helpful to those who can fall back to them, even when they are out of the town, even when they were absent in the church. And it served as a historical view for people to fall back or to look back to what happened in many years that has passed.
initially the sound and the visual department were one, known just as the media unit, but it became a bit too heavy for both arms to work together. So the sound and the visual were separated. And so we formed a sound different from the visual unit. And that now makes it easier for each department to get funds. The challenges basically that we faced at the inception was those of equipment. Equipments were temporary in the sense that, number one, they were not enough. And then number two, the placements were temporary. Every morning you come, you have to look for how to set up your projector. You have to look for how to connect your computer. Unlike now that we have a media room. Placements of equipments and in their nature was very, very temporary. And the equipments were inadequate. But now we thank God that the equipments are getting better, the quality is getting better. We are almost up to speed. We're not up to speed, but we're almost up to speed with the equipments we have now. In those days, it was a big challenge.
Arriving at the present day, today, ECA's media is a cornerstone of worship. From what was once a single cassette recorder, we now have more gears, personnel, digital sound systems, and global live streams. Every Sunday, the media team works tirelessly to ensure the gospel is seen, heard, and felt, both in the sanctuary and around the world. This transformation has ushered ECA Media to create immense worship experiences and reach souls across borders.
ECA Media is involved in a lot of things in the church. We basically do the video production, the sound production, that's the audio, the live streaming of the church. We are also involved in graphics design for church publications. We have the church magazine. We also have the photography unit, and we have the website management also. So all these are part of what we do on a day-to-day basis. And in the production, we do message snippets for social media. We are involved in a lot of things, and basically these are all the things we do for the church.
So, in as much as we were not where we used to be before, I'm pretty sure we are not where we intend to be as a church as far as media is concerned. We have lots of challenges. Chief among them is out of getting the equipment. The equipment we have, most of them are not up to date. We need a high capacity equipment that can be able to drive the project of the church. And the project for media is not about media alone, it's about the church. Being a cosmopolitan church, we need to be able to show that we have capacity. Some of these equipments were gotten a long time ago and are no longer functioning optimally. And in addition to getting this equipment, some of the areas that we also need, and I would say as a challenge, is getting experienced hands, individuals that are willing to avail themselves to operate these mechanisms that we have, so that we can be able to project the good image on the church, both within and outside. Thank you.
By now, I believe we all have a clearer understanding of what media is truly about and can reflect on the journey from where we began to where we are today. It's been a thrilling experience, and as we wrap things up, let's take a glimpse into what the future may hold.
As we are in a digital age, I think in the next 5 years, I foresee and I advise the church to key into what I foresee. What I foresee is that the media is going to go to the next stage. We're talking of things like hologram, things like deep artificial intelligence that will replace man hours, not to replace the man, but to make the man hours, the man work easier. In place of sound, in place of visual effects, in place of streaming and live broadcasting. So the digital era is taking over, and we know the church is not going to be left behind. So as members of the media team, we're also working and also bringing in innovation in church media specifically, so that we'll catch up with the rest of the world. Thank you.
As we look to the future, ECA's media ministry is poised for even greater impact. We envision immense worship experiences, virtual reality services, AI-driven translations for global audiences, and drone-captured outreach events. The goal remains the same: to make the gospel accessible to all, with every team member bringing their expertise from video editing to graphic design. We are building a media ministry that will inspire generations. Today's service is a glimpse of what we can achieve. See you in the future.